Okay. No, I've just been potching in here, to be honest. Watching videos on Reliant Cimeters and, you know. Right. I cut the bolt off there, and I've drilled it. So tomorrow I got a tap and die or die and tap set coming, AF, of course. I've got to find a bolt for it as well, and so I'm putting some of the old pipes back on. I want to get some chassis black. After I clean that, I'm going to power wash it all. I'm not changing the oil until it's running reasonably good. And yeah, no, the petri gauge isn't working. This, oh, even though it looks in a bit of a state, that thermostat does work. I've tested it and it's all okay, so that'll be going back in, as will all the pipes, rubber pipes. I've ordered a new metal one, I think I told you. Like I say, I'm cleaning up all in here, got to hoover it out, pressure wash it, and then I'm going to chassis black it, or should make it look newish. And what else am I going to do? Yeah, well, like I say, get it going in it, tidy on it on its own fuel. It is picking up on the pump. But it stinks. Petrol stinks. So I didn't know it. It's a good idea, but there's a drain bolt at the bottom of the tank. So I don't know. The problem being is I don't know how much is in there, and I don't want to start doing it and then it's kind of going on forever. So, well, just seeing it, just see how it goes, and hopefully there won't be that much in there. Yeah, because it's no good to anyone, man or beast, is it? Ooh, that's about it. What else have I done? Don't know, I've just been potching, doing nothing. Because I've got to wait for Monday for the wheel cylinder, the brake cylinder to come. There's the pipe coming, that'll probably be here by Wednesday, I'd imagine, for the coolant. I want to flush it out as well, before putting it all back in. Oh god, the old helicopter's flying about again. Yeah, police helicopter that is. What else? Oh dear. I say not. Oh, I could have told you this before. I think I did. I polished that little tiny spot there. Comes up nice, but it will. No, one day it's gonna need a good seeing to blow over. What else? I wonder. Absolutely nothing really. Where'd you get that sound then in from? No, these can be just stuck back in. I don't know what it is. I'll scrape that off, and I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah. Oh, I got to paint the. Oh god, look at the state of me. Stuff everywhere. I got to paint the air filter housing and all that, and clean that up, because it does, doesn't it? It does help. One day I'll take the rockers off, rocker covers off, paint them up as well. But the rest of it, unless the engine ever comes out, it's just going to be, gunked engine cleaner and pressure washed off, or steam. I got steamer, so they have to be pressure washed. Right, I think I got to go now, because every time I go in the garage, I need a lav. It's weird. Yeah, I know. It's the excitement, I think. Too low. This is the same view you're gonna get for a couple of months. It's like being in Normandy. Walking out the door, morning. Well, it's afternoon now, so I am changing. Right. Thermostat. Where can you say that? There it is. Housing. So I did drill it out, the one bolt that snapped, and I tapped it, not as far as the other one, but I got to get a new bolt. I don't want to go too far in case I go through the do that, and that'd be expensive. I think it would be anyway. So I got to get thermostat gasket. Thermostat is okay. It's over there on the battery. I've had it running again. This electronic ignition, I think that's got to do with it. Very bad connection. So I've cleaned it up a bit. Cause it stops the sparkulators, Derek. Vice Grip Garage. It's his fault. Everything is his fault. Bloody awesome doing up old cars, getting them running and then driving them home. If you're a bit of a petrol head, have a look at it. Hell of a nice guy, and he's American and still a nice guy. I'm only kidding. Right. Yeah, so I'm on stop. I've ordered a new metal piece coolant pipe. Go at the bottom, goes to the what's it called, water pump. So I'm waiting for that to come. I ordered a brake cylinder for there Thursday. It came Friday, wrong one. So I said, oh shit, like, innit? So then he said, right, oh yeah, I know, I can see the one it is now. And I thought, pity didn't see it before. You know? Not that there's any hurry, but it's kind of annoying, like, you know. Cause I could have gone elsewhere and got it, maybe even off a shelf. Cause they're all Ford. It's all Ford stuff, as far as I know, anyway. Like, you know. So anyway, he said, yeah, got it. When do you want it? I said, well, as soon as possible. Like, he said, well, you can go to Swansea from here and go and get it. There's one in Swansea. And I thought, you know, they were on about an hour and a half round trip, or an hour and a half, like, you know, time-wise, like, you know. So I thought, nah, there's not that much of it. I'll wait until today, which is Monday. So I went there, 11:30. He said he'd be here 11:30. Went there, like, oh, where have I put that now? Oh, hang on, was that coming from Swansea? Yeah, you told me it was. Oh, it won't be until 3:15. And I'm thinking, and to be honest, like, it's the only motor factors or motor parts place here around me without travelling like 8-9 miles, like, you know. So you try and keep stuff local. There was a time when I didn't bother precisely because of the problems I'm incurring now. It's not a problem because it's no time issue, but it's a waste of my time going up there, coming back, and then and the queue to get served there is diabolical. They ain't got enough staff. Their internet keeps going down. They can't work the tills, you know, and all sorts. Anyway, by the way, the hazard warning lights didn't work, and they work now. The indicators, they come on, but they don't flash. So it's all electrical problems. When it's been parked up for, well, since 1988, all these electrical components are going to get grease and dirt on them, like, you know, and, you know, it just, every problem I come across, it seems like it just needs cleaning. Things need cleaning, like, you know, so, and that's fine. That is fine, like, you know. I'm sorry if I am disappointed anyone about not being in Normandy and you know, carrying on with that. But we're not there. We're not there until November, which is a bit crap because I'd love to be there now all the time. I'd love to be there. So, you know, Penny kindly allowed me to buy a car. It's not I could have got one roadworthy for about the same money, but the difference is the one I got here is all original. It's never been welded, and I'm hoping, from what I can see, it's never going to need welding. Not initially, anyway. So that is part of the reason why I bought the one I've got now, and I do like it, you know. And I like working on them. It gives me something to do because I'm a lazy dole bum. Well, I'm not a dole bum. In fact, I can't claim. I'm not allowed to. Apparently, everybody else can, but I can't. You know, to be honest, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to work. I get anxiety. I get depressed. I blame an employer that I had a couple of years ago. Horrible people, a big parcel company. Not going to name them, but they used to begin with H, and now it begins with E. So I'm guessing you probably know who they are. Horrible management people. Everybody else was superb. Management, they can go and die. And anyway, come on, get out of it, get out of it. So look, all that stuff, it's still got to go over, not the radiator, it's going back in the car and the wheel. But all that stuff there's got to go back over in November. Penny's buying stuff again. I just walked in the living room and there's a shoe rack in there. I thought, hang on a minute, I ain't seen that before. I said, when did you get that? Oh, today, this morning, when I went out. And she hid it in the car, and then when I've been in here, she's brought it in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it's her money, and it's up to her. But I'm thinking, like, my God, it just never stopping, like, you know. Yeah, anyway, so we can go and get the part later for the back wheel, the back hub, the brake cylinder. Put that on, put the wheel back on. And then, actually, what I want to do, I want to move. Well, I think I'm going to have to drain the tank because the petrol that's in there is not nice. And to be honest, I am sucking it up through the pump there into the carb, which won't do it any good. I have had it running off intravenous, like a little. It's for a motorbike, it is, but. No, like a little can to run it straight into the carb, and that did work, and it did run. But I can't run it long anyway because there's no coolant in it. But I want to be able to move it out because I've wired brushed all in here, but it's quite greasy as well, oily. Well, not oily, just greasy. No, just road stuff and all that. So I want to get some gunk, drench it, the engine, everything. Cover the carburetor and distributor, and just give it a good pressure wash. And you never know, you might even start again. And do that. Well, we can always push it back in anyway. Yeah, and then get chassis back black and spray all in from the pulley there. What would have the fan on it, but it hasn't. Back. So, all in there, you know, just making it look nice and nice clean, and then, of course, cleaning all surrounding the engine, the big V6. Always wanted a V8, mind, I must admit, but there we are. Clean all that, clean the engine as well. The rocker covers need clean. They need taking off and repainting, to be honest, like, but. You know, I just want to get all the dirt off it. It's much nicer working on an engine when it's clean, and get it running tidy, and then do the oil filter, yeah, and put a what do you call it? Oh, when they flush the oil system out as well. Add some of that to it, and then. See if it drives. Now, I was told the gearbox is great. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Oh, I got to do the brakes as well. Bleed them. I mean, I'm doing them now, so all I got to do is bleed them, like, you know. But we'll have to see how that all goes. But enjoying it. Absolutely loving it, in fact. It's, it's great. Bloody love it. Right. See you soon. Bye-bye now. Yeah. Oh, dear. Right. Not a lot more. I bought some gunk earlier. Hoping to get a wheel cylinder on that. Put it back together. Won't bleed it. Because I got to do the other side as well. Both of them the other side. Yeah, roll the front end out. Gunk it all. Clean it all off. And... excuse me. And, well, put it back together now. I need a gasket. I need a gasket for the thermostat. My bolts are coming. I got bolts coming for it, new ones. I think they're stainless steel. And I think the water pump is leaking. And people have told me if the water pump is leaking, you've had it. You've got to get a new one. Which, but I'll take it off and examine it. Apparently there is a person who can do it, but you've got to send it away, and by the time you've done all that, don't know what could have gone on it. Yeah, the bolt looks a bit loose. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. I think I got to drain the tank. I should have done that before. But there we are. Okay. We've been out fish and chips to Porthcawl. It was, excuse me. It was very nice. And now we're going to chill out and watch a bit of Poldark. God, I'm so old. Bye-bye now. Well, it's amazing, isn't it? Local motor factors. Okay, they're okay. Unreliable, maybe be expensive, and maybe good as well, cheap as well. the wheel cylinder for that brake, right? Okay, is about tenner, right? I ordered it last Thursday. Excuses upon more excuses. Said it'd be here today. Gave him my phone number to ask him, for him to phone me when it was here. Didn't phone me, so I left it a couple of hours. Gone up there, and I'm sure I've got to go over to Normandy and the bike and that bike. Yeah. Anyway, and where was I? Yeah. And he said he didn't phone me, like, and I waited. So I went up there. I had a gallon of gunk to clean the engine, which I hadn't paid for there. Went in there. I said, "Oh, has it come in there?" Laughing, because I knew it wouldn't be. And he said, "Oh God, like, can I?" I said, oh. Well, last night, Penny and I both foreseen this, and so we ordered two off the internet. Two of them, 13 quid, for two, and I was paying tenner for one. So it's a bit of a godsend, really, and hopefully they'll be here tomorrow, hopefully in the morning, and I can crack on, get the wheel cylinder on. Get that back together, and trouble, I don't want to fall out of that Motor Factors, because they did make up a brake line, copper brake line. There's a new one there, believe it or not, there is one there sticking out there, look, yeah, and which was pretty good, and they do come in handy for stuff like that. So but anything that's kind of special to the car, it's going to be an internet or a pure Reliant Scimitar parts company. The trouble is they seem to charge over the odds as well. But anyway, so there we are. So yeah, hopefully be able to move the car, even if it's just rolling the car outside. So the front end is underneath the canopy outside the garage. and I'm going to gunk it and gunk it and gunk it and power wash it all off, and hopefully all in here try and take care of the electric part of it, and hopefully all in here it would be sparkling clean. And then I'm going to put rust prevention stuff all over that down there, and it's the same my side here. It's not bad or anything like that. And then paint it all with chassis black. Not where it's coloured, only the black area up as far as the crank. So yeah, it just makes it look nice, doesn't it? And then I got the radiator. I go over that. Don't know if that needs a new radiator or reconditioned. It had been already, but yeah, it does look a bit iffy. And then I've got the also to paint with the air filter housing, the other bits down behind me, and the spare wheel mount, which I've got to paint that as well. And it does, doesn't it? And I've cleaned the wheel to a certain degree. I'm going to do it some more because that all goes in there. But there you are. Like, so nothing to do today, unfortunately. And you know, and then after I've done that, I'll try and do the front end of the car underneath as well. Power wash it, like, you know, getting the old crap off. But I'm gonna have to drain that tank. But until I can get to the other side of the car, which I will do when I've moved it out a bit, I will move all this junk here, angle the car towards over here so I can get to the other side. Because I got to do the brake. Obviously, I got to look at the brakes the other side, and the back one. I'd imagine that's going to the bleed nipple is going to shear off, and I haven't got my heat gun thing here. It's back in Normandy, unfortunately. I have brought stuff back that I needed, or I thought I needed, and I forgot about that. So my fault, I suppose. If you put a bit of heat on it, it would work. But then I'm getting 2 wheel cylinders, so maybe it'd be better, you know, that I do muck it up, and you know the back brakes are going to be okay, no leaking. So there is that to it. But there we are. So absolutely nothing else. And thanks for watching. If it's not your cup of tea for the, you know, because it's not the Normandy, it's not our Normandy life, but it is, because the car will be going over to Normandy. So there we are. Bet you're excited. All right, bye then. Right, today my main job will be, I'm gunking the engine. I've already started. Got a bit ahead of myself there, so I'm gonna clean it all up, make it sparkle, and all down the sides, you know, of the engine compartment, and well, just clean it all up really, you know. My water pump is coming tomorrow morning, apparently, and so that's what I'm going to do today, just clean everything up. Makes it a lot nicer to work in, isn't it? So there we go. We'll see how it goes from here. Yeah, so I just finished cleaning it off, and a gunk. I remember using it when I was very young on a Mark 2 and 3 Escort. I had the Mark 2 was a 1600 gear, and the Mark 3 was a van, a 1.3 van. So that's about the best it's going anyway. So looks a bit better. I was going to cover the distributor and all that. I didn't. The excitement got the better of me. But looking a lot better. And you know, if I ever pull the engine out, I'll give it a good paint. I might even paint it as it is in, like, you know, just the front bit, just black, engine black, like, you know. So try to keep it tidy, of course, like, you know. But I'm going to attack the wheels now, the front wheels. On there. Get it filthy. So I'm going to have a go at that. I have a little helper. His name is Orson, and he's our grandson. And to be honest, like, when you're doing stuff, you've got to have an eye in the back of your head. Everywhere, in fact, because he doesn't help. Do you? You don't help. Do you? No. No, cheeky. Get off. Get off. And, right, so far, anyway, don't touch anything. So far, it's taken me... I cleaned the engine, as you know. And the heater matrix pipes right at the back, but right at the back, but I don't know if you can see that. I've been doing that, right?
I got paid money.
No. So it's taken me all this time to get one off. I got to put the other one back on, which is no problem. But my water pump, oh, see? My water pump is coming tomorrow, so I got to wait for that. So it might be a good car if I had time to fix it.
Yeah.
If I had time to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Say hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Yeah, Kanani's popped out because she's got to renew her passport. Anyway, more interesting. No, it's not ready. He's great. He's a good boy. Right, I'm coming after you. There we go. Oh my God. Talk about being, well, I don't know what they call it when you can bend any which way, and I'm not built for that. Being a bit of a fatty. Right. Them pipes. But, for the heater matrix. My God. What a pain when you haven't got good tools to do it. But look how clean that's come up. Well, it's not bad, is it? That's pretty good, I think. You know, I will put a bit of polish over here. I'm trying to roll the car back into the garage now. You know it does start. But only with cold start, like, you know. Easy start. But, there we are. So, that's about it. Anyway, the pipe for the water pump, when it comes tomorrow, is by there. And then I can virtually put everything back together then. I got a paint in here, but I can pull the pipework from the what's it called, the water pump. I can put that on. It comes out by here down there. So I can I want to paint all that, to be honest, because I need to smarten it up a bit. Like, I was talking to a bloke today. He bought the car that I was interested in, but I was away in Normandy at the time. We were, and he ended up buying it for a bit of a bargain, like, you know. And he said he's already taken it to a show, like, you know, but I think he paid about 800 quid more than I paid, which I would have, but it was right on my budget, like, you know. You know, but I did like this car. I do like this car because it's all original, apart from the exhaust and electronic ignition, which is good. Yeah, and the underneath, it's I haven't seen any nightmares. Nothing. Look at that filter. That's an oldie, you know. But yeah, it's just a matter of putting things back together. Painting here, I do want to paint it and make it look a bit better, and go from there, like, you know. Yeah. all very good. But it's taken me so long. I suppose I got time liking it, but God, I'm so slow. Yeah, it's been a while since I dealt with a V6. Like, I don't know, about 20 years probably. Yeah, but I do love it. Look at that. I wish it was a V8 though. Can be done. But no, I keep it all the same. Like, Okie dokie. Alright. Next episode will be me putting a water pump on and putting a bit of paint in there. I hope I might order some now when I go in. I feel a bit bad because I've been neglecting my grandson, and he's been in the house by himself. He's only just under 3 years old, and he's been playing with the gas, and no, he hasn't. Penny's looking after him, but I do feel a bit bad. But I'm not one for babysitting, but I do love him. There we are. Okie dokie. See ya. I'm rather pleased. All my stuff has come. I've managed to get the nut off, the bolt off, for draining the petrol tank. Can you see that? I don't know. All that, and there's one underneath as well. It's still dripping. So I used an impact driver. Tried to undo it, wouldn't go. Tightened up a tiny bit. Undone it, tightened up, undone it, tightened up, and so on. And then it just came out, and I thought, wow, great. Anyway, the water pump has come. So after I've had a cup of tea, I'll be putting that on. And then the pipe work. Then I'm gonna paint in here, and then possibly do the coolant pipes then after that. But yeah, all good. I'm missing a gasket for the thermostat, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, carry on with that. I was up at 10 to 6 this morning watching Vice Grip Garage. Bloody great, love it. That Derek, he's a character, and so knowledgeable. I've learnt a lot of stuff by watching various reincarnations of cars and all that. And anyway, the fuel tank, I don't know what to do. I don't really want to take it off, because if I take it off, there's a chance that bolts might snap holding the tank up. So is there a way of cleaning it? And the camera I've got to look inside it, guess where that is? Yeah, Normandy, which is a bit of a pain, but I wasn't expecting to have a car, see. Thanks, Ben. But never mind. I'll have to find a way in it of doing this without taking tank off. I mean, I do wonder if I just put fresh fuel in with some kind of cleaner agent in it as well, whether that would do it. Whether that would help, I don't know. Still a bit wet in there in places. I'm gonna have to dry that out before painting. But there we are. Anyway, yeah, when I painted that and put the water, what should I do first? I'll put a water pump on first, and can I go a gasket for that? Do that one first and connect that pipe up there, and then go from there, innit? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Babbling again. Bye now. Not much of an update. Put the radiator back in, and it's also a black satin or satin black, make it look a bit tidier. one pipe, but one hose pipe, bottom pipe. That connects to a metal pipe and then goes to the pipe that connects to the water pump. Isn't it lovely? Anyway, so yeah, but can't do it today. Missing the Jubilee clip, and I can't really be asked, to be honest. Today, I want to do it. No, don't get me wrong. I love doing it, but sometimes you just kind of admire your work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I polished that bit going across there. Just bored. Just wanted something else to do, to be honest. But there we are. Yeah, looking good. Got to put the cover back on there. I painted that as well. And then the spare wheel goes on top of that, which is great. Yeah. I haven't got a bolt. You know the bolt that holds the spare wheel? I think it goes in that hole there. I haven't got that. So, I'm going to have to pick one up, aren't I, somewhere? But, oh, excuse me, sniffing. Disgusting habit. There we are. Anyway, so, yeah, I've got to get a gasket for the thermostat and another Jubilee clip. And then I can fill it with, I'll fill it with water first. It's not that cold that like it's going to freeze. But I'll fill it with water first. And we'll see. Oh yeah, of course I got to get the tank. I've emptied the tank. It's still dripping, by the way. So I'm going to leave that overnight. I just don't know how to clean it. Someone told me put vinegar in it. Well, I could do. It's not going to harm it. It's going to come out the bottom, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll try that. Get some white vinegar. Okie dokie. All right, bye.